What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I've got another very important AMC update to bring all of you this evening. So what we're going to be talking about in this nightly wrap-up video is just what happened today. You can kind of sense it in the community right now that everybody is all over the place. We've seen a significant run-up in the share price leading up to earnings, and then just as fast as AMC went up, it is coming back down. Now, yesterday, it was kind of that earnings reaction, maybe a little bit of manipulation and flooding the market with supply, but yesterday is in the past. We know that after AMC reports its earnings, we typically see a little bit of red. Now, in today's earlier video, we went over exactly why AMC, and not just AMC, but the broad market as a whole, had a decent sell-off today. It had to do with this 30-year bond auction that came in a lot higher than expected in terms of the yield that bond was going to be offering, and that really spooked the market. Now, the other thing that I really want to talk about is the situation about Nancy Pelosi buying AMC. That's not necessarily the case, and we need to go through and just make sure that everybody has the facts on this situation, because I don't want to see people getting too excited about something or not excited enough about other things. I want people to kind of just take the information as it comes out, have the facts, and be able to make their own decisions based on those facts. Now, we also have Adam Aron selling shares. In the after-hours trading period today, the market did not like that. But what you have to think about is we've known about this for a long time. We've known about it since the previous earnings from Q2 when Adam Aron disclosed that he was getting older and he needed to do some estate planning. And at this point, he's not even really in control of the shares that he is selling. He is giving that control off to his lawyers and his investment team, and they are going to do what they need to do in order for him to basically set himself and his family up for the future. Now, I know this is not a good thing to be seeing right now, the CEO selling shares. There's going to be a lot of FUD going around, and I'm seeing it already, even in the community, about people saying this was killing the momentum. Well, when you think about it, we didn't really have all that much momentum coming off of earnings. We typically see that sell-off, we consolidate for a little bit, and then we make that move back up. And the fact that Adam Aron sold some shares, it really doesn't change anything in my mind, especially in terms of the short squeeze side of this investment. So before we get into all of that information, if you enjoyed the information and analysis that I provide for you in this video, make sure you go down and hit that like button. It costs you nothing to do it, but it really helps us out a whole lot in getting this information out to as many people who want to learn. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video, so you get to stay up to date on all of your favorite stocks, learn about a couple of new ones, and see exactly which options I am trading and which strategies I am using to trade them. So right now in the after hours trading period, AMC is at $37.35, down 2.45% after a 4.11% red day. Now, here's what we need to think about this. Just a couple of weeks ago, honestly, we were trading at even lower levels. In the beginning of August, going into September, we were below $30 a share. We are now sitting at 38. We've run up to 52. We almost cracked that $45 mark. We cracked it this week, and we are just waiting for that next big run up to the upside. Again, guys, nothing has changed, but at the same time, nothing I say in these videos is financial advice. These are for educational and entertainment purposes only, and you guys can do whatever you would like with your money. Now, coming over to this Ortex update over here, let me just give this a quick refresh so we can get the most up-to-date data. We do have utilization still at 85.41%. Now, that could change tomorrow when Ortex starts to factor in the exchange-reported short interest data that we received yesterday, but we also have the estimated short interest as a percentage of the free float sitting at about 17.06%. Still, shorts have not covered. Now, let's get into this Nancy Pelosi situation. One, I get the hype around this, that if Nancy Pelosi is buying AMC, well, she's been one of the most successful stock traders of all time, even though she probably shouldn't have been. And if she's buying more AMC, it most likely would be going up in the near future. But there's a key difference in what is exactly going on here with what is being spread around social media. So here's what we need to take a look at. Nancy Pelosi's husband bought up this investment firm's stock. Speaker Nancy Pelosi's husband, Paul, just disclosed the purchase of more than 1 million shares of AllianceBernstein, holding a global investment firm. Pelosi bought 15,000 shares on February 18th and then purchased 25,000 more shares on February 23rd, according to a form Speaker Pelosi filed on March 9th. So Paul Pelosi does have a position in this holding company, and that's kind of what people are looking at here when they're saying, well, Nancy Pelosi bought AMC. Well, AllianceBernstein increased their position over the last quarter by about 20%, and they're now holding 594,000 shares. Here's the thing, though. If Nancy Pelosi really wanted to have exposure to AMC, she would have just gone out and bought it. Now, the other side of that is, well, she may not want to get caught up in all of these different regulatory things that are going to be coming up in the future once these situations end up playing out. And that's a fair statement. So her husband invested in this holding company, and the holding company ended up buying AMC. It's a little bit of a stretch that I'm seeing here that Nancy Pelosi is buying AMC, but I just want you guys to have the most up-to-date data and the correct information on exactly what is going on with these institutional ownership percent changes. Now, we are seeing the California Public Employees Retirement System also buying some shares and initiating a position, and scrolling down a little bit further, we do see Barclays increasing their position by 224%, which is a very significant increase, and they are now holding 653,000 shares. And I want to go over something else on this institutional ownership page as well. We're seeing a lot of these prices right here, 47.37, 47.37. And when we look at what this column is, it's the average share price. So if we're seeing 47.37 being flashed all over the place on this institutional ownership page, that would mean that all of these institutions would potentially be working in cohort in buying shares in the same amounts at the exact same time in order to get those same average share prices. I think that's highly unlikely and is most likely a glitch on Fintel's side, but the fact that these institutions have been continuously buying AMC means that they could potentially be down on their position at the current time. So if they're still buying, even when they're down, they obviously see a lot of upside going into the future. Now, we briefly touched on Adam Aron selling a portion of his AMC position. Now, remember, he's still going to be holding at least 2 million shares. That is a very significant amount, and the proceeds of this sale are going to be about 53 million right here. Now, these sales are going to take place over a period of time. These aren't just going to be thrown right into the market and create a lot of this selling pressure that could be the reason that AMC is falling today and yesterday. That's not what happened. Adam Aron is very, very bullish on AMC going forward. He's the CEO and wants to take this company in the upward direction. And honestly, with what we've seen over the last year, he wants to do everything that he can to keep his retail investor base happy. Now, he did make this statement on Twitter: 62.5% of my annual pay is AMC stock, not cash. I hadn't sold even one AMC share in 6 years. I publicly said months ago and again Monday, now at age 67, it's prudent to diversify assets for estate planning. I still have well over 2 million owned and granted AMC shares. I believe in AMC. Now, I know there's going to be a lot of people with controversial opinions on this. This is a controversial thing that Adam Aron has done, but what you have to think about really is market expectations and what the market should have known is coming. The market knew that Adam Aron was going to do this. The market knew that Adam Aron was turning 67 and he needed to diversify his portfolio and participate in this 10B4-1 trading plan. This is not something that I think a lot of people really need to be worried about at this time, and I still see us having a lot of upside potential going into the end of the year, and especially January if you guys have been watching some of my previous videos. So that is going to wrap up this update on AMC. If you enjoyed the information and analysis that I provided for you in this video, make sure you go down and hit that like button. It costs you nothing to do it, but it really helps us out a whole lot in getting this information out to as many people who want to learn. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video, so you get to stay up to date on all of your favorite stocks, learn about a couple of new ones, and see exactly which options I'm trading and which strategies I am using to trade them. So I hope you guys are having a good evening. We have a new day tomorrow in the market, and I'll see you guys in the next video.